How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring the Marceau, the Tier 8 French steel destroyer. Marceau, first time around, was a very good destroyer. Second time around, still a very good destroyer. Marceau did receive some very minor nerfs in comparison to the test that we were able to play this for like a couple of weeks. Basically just losing a little bit of HP, so now you don't have the same health as Kleber, uh, and also some detection, but that's not the end of the world. I mean, we're sitting at, what, 5.7 kilometer detection. Most destroyers are sitting at around 5.5, and considering how fast Marceau is, you're not going to have any issues finding enemy destroyers. This thing is a very good destroyer hunter, although you do still have to worry about ships with more utility. Stuff like Lucian, smoke and sonar. I mean, there's not much you're going to be able to do against them, especially if they're able to smoke up. They're basically going to trade your HP away for basically not losing any of theirs. And then if they did lose some decent amount of HP, they still have a super heal. Although, to be fair, because you're so fast, there is a good chance that you can just charge straight into their smoke. I mean, you don't really need to worry about torpedoes because it is deep waters. And I mean, once you spot them in their smoke firing penalty, your DPM should be more than enough to finish them off. Although you're probably trading your ship away for trying to get rid of a Lucian if you do that. So I don't recommend it, but it is possible. But Marceau, we decided to go with a full gun build as much as we can. So we're using Robin as our commander, basically just building for guns. And one of our inspirations is actually Mordov, just to get us as much reload as we possibly can. So we have a 3.2 second reload, I believe. And I mean, trying to buff Marceau's main battery DPM is probably the best thing you can do, mainly because the main guns have some pretty good DPM. Using Robin as a commander, you also have some pretty decent fire chance, so you can actually farm battleships fairly well. Enemy Dalian, we dumped torps for him earlier, hoping that he would stop in his smoke, but unfortunately his engine was out, so he couldn't actually stop in his smoke. But at this point, he's not going to be able to reverse back into his smoke or get away, so we're just going to start gunboating him. He does have low HP, but we have more than enough teammates around that Dalian isn't going to survive much longer. Marceau, being as fast as we are, we're actually doing a fairly good job of dodging Dalian shells and also dodging Graf Zeppelin planes. Kind of interesting that he was trying to drop AP bombs on us. Seems like a waste of time since AP bombs basically do nothing against destroyers. But I digress. He basically let our team survive a little longer. Enemy Marceau was sailing around behind the Dalian, so we know he's somewhere nearby. Our perceptive, or rather twist and track, is pointing at where he is, so we're going to help our team out by trying to spot him and get rid of him. Although Marceau starts shooting on his own and gets himself spotted, so maybe we didn't even have to worry about him. He's still charging in, very much so overextending, and he is just absolutely melting. You can see how nasty these guns are, even though you have 1800 HE Alpha. Having 8 guns and this reload, I mean, there's not many destroyers that are going to be able to outgun you. And then also on top of that, having a heal just increases your survivability a lot more. Enemy Marlborough trying to kite for his life, but using Robin, having extra fire chance, and 8 guns with fast reload, you're going to be able to farm battleships fairly well. Kind of interested that he didn't shoot at me. His turrets were turning, but I guess Battleship would rather shoot at battleships. Enemy Marlborough just getting absolutely cooked. Not much else that he can do. He's trying to run, but he's just exposed. He goes down to one of our friendly's fires. Unfortunate, we couldn't finish him off. It is what it is. Enemy CV returning with planes. We turn off our AA, and then we turn it on at the last second before we get spotted, just to make sure that he's not able to actually drop us while we're trying to cap. So now he's forced to fly over us and basically pick another target. We did see cruiser shells coming from over the island earlier, and turns out it's an AL Harbin. I can't honestly remember for the life of me if this thing had deep waters or not, but I think one of them Harbin did, but AL Harbin didn't, so we are going to have to worry about it. Torpedoes passed in front of us, so we're kind of lucky that we weren't just full on speed zooming straight to the Harbin. But he's spotted. he's under a lot of pressure, and he decides to start smoking up. We did want to try to use this island and farm him as much as we can, and ever since the plane spotting changes, we would be able to farm him over the island without being actually shot by him. Graf Zeppelin returns again with his AP bombs to do basically 0 damage, and I mean, there's not much that he's going to do against us if we're being honest. Very easy to dodge torpedoes, and his AP bombs don't do anything. Ale Harbin gets spotted by smoke firing penalty, and since we're in a destroyer, our smoke firing penalty is much better, and we are close enough now that we can actually start citadeling in. So yeah, there is that. Marceau AP, definitely not anything to scoff at. Again, 8 guns, having a fast reload. I mean, we already know how nasty our AP Colbert build is, so obviously you couldn't probably build for some AP with Marceau as well. Graf Zeppelin doing his best to get rid of us, dropping torps, but there's not going to be much he can do. We do kind of have to worry about getting spotted, or not rather getting spotted, but his secondaries, because Graf Zeppelin secondaries, I'm like 80% sure are the most accurate in this game, and I kind of rather not, well, trade my HP to AI Gaming when I could just kind of run away. We're also just shooting, because at this point, I mean, if we're spotted by planes, his secondaries will still shoot, because that's just how the game is coded. Even though you're not actually spotted for anyone else, CV can actually still spot for themselves. I guess that is a good thing for Graf Zeppelin, though, kind of make it a little more appealing. But CV, yeah, unfortunate. We're able to finish off the Graf Zeppelin. Seems like Marceau torps are really, really slow. I don't think I've actually looked at the torp speed. But even early on, trying to torp that Dalian seemed like being at like 6 kilometers, but you still had to lead like 30 seconds worth of torp travel time. Kind of too slow. Enemy Iowa trying to run away from his flank on low HP, but unfortunately for him, we were on his broadside and we loaded AP. You're actually going to see some pretty good AP damage here against this enemy Suzuya, even though we're using aim assist. I mean, aim assist trust, right? But Suzuya being broadside and Marceau having Colbert guns, the AP damage when you're able to get pens, you can chunk things pretty well. Unfortunately, this match we didn't really get to showcase that a whole lot, but I mean, seeing it on that Suzuya, yeah, I mean, there's not much that enemy ships are going to be able to do. Marceau seems like it's gonna be a really, really good gunboat, probably better than Kleber, if we're being honest, because then you're not relying on that specific reload boost to get something done, because you just simply have a faster reload. And considering you have a faster reload and the same amount of guns, your fire chance just goes up through the roof, and I mean, your DPM is going to remain high basically the whole time, and not just when you have a consumable. But yeah, we're using Robin, probably the best French destroyer commander. Observant Rage, Standard Fall, and Mordov, just trying to do as much reload as we can. If we took more damage, obviously with Standard Fall, our reload would be even nastier. And yeah, I don't know. We're definitely going to have one of those games. Although, considering this was our first match in the Marceau Special Edition, and we got a Kraken, unfortunately this Chrome version is a one and doneer, just like our Aki. But it is what it is. We still have one more, I guess, that maybe we just throw on purpose so we can still play Marceau. Who knows? But anyway, that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and share with your friends, or leave a comment down below for other ships you want to see in the future. But anyway, guys, till next time, aloha.